Yeah, I can. I can.
Okay, so when I'm talking about motion, there are few things need to be described in order to understand motion properly. So if
Yeah.
I know these things, I will be able to describe motion very easily. And the first one is the position. Okay.
Yeah.
First, I will tell you all these things, then we will go to their detailed studies. Second thing which I require is the distance, or
We're discussing translation motion here, right?
that's all. Only translation motion. The whole chapter is for translation motion, okay? Not rotation at all, okay?
Okay.
Distance or displacement.
Displacement.
Then you have to know the speed and
Or
the
velocity.
yes, or velocity. Velocity. Then you have to know the acceleration. So our study is going to be about this for describing the motion. Okay? And let us try to
Yeah.
understand these things first. And along with that, we will do all the problems that are there in your textbook. This textbook, especially. You don't have this textbook, but I will make you do the question from this textbook so that you understand. Okay? And after describing this, I need a visual way of studying motion too. Okay, and that visual way of studying motion is through graphs of motion. So my whole study is going to be having these things. I need to know the positions, distance, displacement, speed, velocity, and acceleration, and everything should be able, I should be able to represent in the graph. So from the graph, I can do all these things. I can find distance, displacement, speed, velocity, acceleration, everything. Okay, this is what I'm going to do to describe a motion. Okay, then after we have described the motion, then we will go to projectile, then we will go to the, you know, making the cos theta, sine theta. You set trigonometric calculations, right? That is known as
Yeah. Yeah.
resolving the vector. Okay, and
Yeah.
here also we will try to understand what is a vector and what a role a vector plays here.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Very simple question. What is the difference between scalar and vector?
Scalar is a quantity that only gives us the magnitude, while vector is a quantity with the magnitude and the distance. I mean, sorry, direction.
Very good.
Magnitude and direction.
Direction. Okay. So vector is a quantity which has magnitude and direction, whereas scalar is a quantity which only has a magnitude. It
Yeah.
only has a magnitude.
Magnitude.
Okay. So so all these things you have studied before. So I'll be going little quickly through this. Okay.
Yeah.
Position. You know, position is a point in the space where the object is existing at a given
Hmm.
time. Now, if I
Yeah.
say, what is your position is at your relative's home. Tomorrow, your position might be at your home.
Yeah.
Then tomorrow morning, your position might be at school. Oh, tomorrow's holiday, right?
Yeah.
Ah. Then your position will be at home. But on Thursday morning, your position will be your school. And
Yeah.
to be more exact and precise, your classroom. And
Yeah.
there also to be more exact and precise, your bench. So you have a position somewhere or the other time. Other somewhere
Yeah.
or the other at time, you have a position. So
Yeah.
position is a point where you are existing at that given time. So position for an
Yeah.
object is a point where the object is existing. And to
Yeah.
describe position, there are three ways. One is one-dimensional description, two-dimensional description, three-dimensional description.
We
Okay.
do we also have to see in our syllabus?
Your syllabus does not have three, only two.
Okay.
Your syllabus does not have three, but I see one
Yeah.
question. It's not a question. It is just additional information in three dimension. Okay. So what is this called? Line.
Yeah.
Okay. So here only one axis is there, which is x-axis. So your position can be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, but only in a single line. And this is
Yeah.
known as one dimension. So I can give a position in one dimension. This is known as two dimension. Why? Because there is x and y axis also. Here I have x and y axis.
And y.
So here the coordinates are x and y both together.
Yeah.
So when I have one single coordinate, it is one line, one dimension and a line. When I have two coordinates, it's called two dimension. It has two coordinates, two dimension, and what is it called?
I'm sorry, can you ask your question again?
What is this called?
X and Y.
Yeah, what is this two dimension called? The one dimension is called line. Two dimension is called?
Yeah.
Two dimension is called?
I'm
So,
not sure what.
so if an object is moving in a line, I'll say motion in a straight line. So
Yeah.
in a straight line, only two types of motion is possible. Front, backward. That's all.
And back.
In two dimension, how many are possible?
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. And two dimension is called plane.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Remember-
I just said this. Yeah.
All right, it is plane. Remember projectile motion?
Yeah.
Projectile motion is a two-dimensional motion.
Yeah.
Okay. Then this is called three dimension. And in three dimension, you have x, y, z axis. So a point can have a x coordinate, y coordinate, and z coordinate.
Yeah.
All right. And what is this called?
Yeah.
This is a line, this is plane, and this is?
Cube?
No.
No.
That was a very wild guess. I know why you said cube, but no.
I'm sorry.
It's called space.
Not space.
Yeah. Okay. So now motion in a line, motion in a plane, which is two-dimensional motion, and motion in a space. And in a space, you have everywhere. You do not have only four, but you can go everywhere here.
Yeah.
Okay, you can move around everywhere. So, what is the dimension that we are living in then?
I think space.
Yes, we are living in space, and people also say that there is a fourth dimension, fifth dimension, sixth dimension. All
Yeah.
right, do you believe that?
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay, I will give you very. What happened?
No, you were asking a question.
I'm saying something. I will give you one very funny example. Okay. Not related to your topic, but something that will make you think. There is a person who lives in two dimension.
Two
Okay.
dimension. Okay.
Just an example. There is a
Hmm.
person who lives in two dimension and he is carrying one box.
Yeah.
This box contains one ice cream. Okay.
Yeah.
Can this person see the ice cream?
See the ice cream.
Can this person see the ice cream?
Ice cream is in the box. Ice cream can't be in the box.
It is in the box for two dimension.
But
Box for two dimension is a square.
yeah,
Square.
but if it's a square,
No, it's
how is
okay.
it possible?
It's okay. It's okay. It's just a paper ice cream. That means it's two-dimensional ice cream. It is something. It is something which is inside the box. In
Then
the two
I
dimension.
think he can look at it.
He cannot see.
Why?
Because for him to see, the light has to go like this and go inside, right? He's directly seeing at the boundary.
Yeah.
His eyes cannot go like this, right? It's only straight.
Oh, okay.
He cannot see
Got
the
it.
ice cream, right?
Yeah,
But can you see the ice cream?
I
You're
can
able
see
to,
that.
because you're living
Yeah.
in three dimension and he's living in two
Yeah, and
dimension.
you can look. Yeah.
So you can steal the ice cream also, right?
Yeah.
You can steal the ice cream and the two-dimensional person won't even know.
Yeah. Because they can't see it.
Same thing happens with you if there is a four-dimensional person.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
What would a 4-dimension entail? Like, like in 3 dimension, I can see everywhere,
Hmm.
right? 4 dimension, what will it have that 3 dimension doesn't?
That is what even the person living in 2 dimension asks, how 3 dimension looks like.
Yeah,
Have I answered you?
yeah.
So a person sitting in 2 dimension, he will have no knowledge of 3 dimension. He
A
cannot
person in
imagine.
3 dimension to
He
4
cannot
dimension.
imagine it. So a person who lives
Yeah,
in 3 dimension cannot imagine fourth dimension.
yeah,
All right. But as a three
yeah,
dimensional creature, you can you can play with 2 dimensional person, you can play with 1 dimensional person.
yeah.
So if
But
somebody
not
is
with it.
not with fourth, so if somebody is living in fourth dimension, he can play with you and you won't even know.
Yeah.
He can change your space, he can steal things without your knowledge. Isn't that scary? And you can't even
But
see them.
different dimensions don't exist
Who told you?
according to human assumptions.
Okay, so we are limited to 3D.
Yeah,
So if somebody is living in 4D, then they can see through, so you can understand what's 4D, right?
yeah,
And they will look at 3 dimensional with pity on us.
but only ever discovered 3D.
No, we are living in 3D, that's why we understand 3D. We are not living in 4D, so we cannot understand 4D.
There may be someone who lives in 4D.
We can't know. We won't know. All right.
Yeah.
So that's what I was trying to tell you. So this class has turned into a nightmare class, but it's okay, fine. You have
No,
to,
I like
yeah,
to have discussions in physics.
yeah. So this is very funny discussion, but I don't know similar discussion will come after this or not because I just gave you this because we are talking about dimension here. Is that clear?
Yeah,
So we have 1 dimension, we have 2 dimension, we have 3 dimension where we can give the position for any object.
yeah,
Okay. Now let's imagine I have a position A and the object was initially at position B and the object moves from point A to point B. Has
yeah,
it undergone motion?
yeah.
It has undergone motion. So how did you say that it has undergone motion?
If, as you said before, also motion is something, a movement of an object from or something from one point to another.
One
So,
point to other point. So here the movement has been from one A to B. So I will say that object had a motion.
yeah,
This is how you know that object moved.
yeah,
Okay.